It's Bayer Leverkusen's season so far, unbeaten in all competitions, and they are absolutely flying, aren't they? They are 8 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga table. They're 6-1 on to go on and snap that winning streak from Bayern Munich. And of course, Xabi Alonso is the hottest property in Europe at the moment. Maybe you have questions about my future, but I have nothing new to say about that. For me, this speculation is not a problem. I know that my goal is to be successful with my team. That is my job. We are currently in a good position and we want to keep at it. It's normal to have questions, but it's not an issue for me. Nedum, you're Xabi Alonso. What are you doing? Staying at Leverkusen, going to Bayern Munich, or going to Liverpool?
Do you know what? I think if the Liverpool one comes in, I think I'd take it, you know. I think he seems like he's going to be received very well there. I think there's an understanding that, you know, Jurgen Klopp has had such a significant sort of tenure there that the next person coming in can't be exactly the same. And because Xabi Alonso has played for the team, you'd think that he'd be given time. But he's doing something that's very, very impressive in the Bundesliga right now. He's a young, up-and-coming manager. And yes, he is new to it. But arriving at a place to manage for the first time that you've played at before, I think that could be a positive for him. I think the Bayern Munich side of things, obviously, that's a great job in itself. But I think that sort of allure of going to be the manager at Anfield, to get a chance to, you know, potentially be there for so many years and to be welcomed back, as I say, like a hero, I think I would be leaning that way. But then in the same breath, because he's so young to it and he's so new to it, there's probably also not too much harm in staying at Leverkusen. But again, I think if Liverpool call at this moment in time, I think that's got to be the one you take.
History has told us, Stevie, it's not easy to step into the shoes of some legendary managers. You look at the Manchester United mess that is still continuing. After Arsene Wenger left, Arsenal had a period, didn't they, under Unai Emery? So do you want to be that man who comes in to replace Klopp? So
all of those jobs you were talking about there,
yeah,
the team was in disarray. Not disarray.
No, United just won a title.
Well, hold on. I used the wrong word, disarray.
OK.
Man United needed rebuilt. Yes, they won the title.
Yep.
But the squad needed rebuilt. No question.
Yep, as will Liverpool.
Well, see, here's the thing. Are Liverpool really in that position?
Van Dijk and Salah would be your issues, wouldn't they? Getting older.
They're still under contract for another year. There's no way that they're selling both of them. And if they do sell Salah and they get stupid money, there's your kitty for go and get the players that you want. Plus, you know, we talk about young players. Young players you shouldn't be relying on them to win a Premier League title. But the fact is, the amount of young players that Liverpool have blooded this season has to be great for the next guy coming in, along with what he has. We're talking about a team that is challenging for the Premier League title against a team that we all think is the best team on the planet in Manchester City. So really, that's completely different to what anybody at United took over and what anybody at Arsenal took over. You know, could you go to Bayern? Well, listen, Bayern are always going to turn around and start buying players. So that isn't a bad option, because eventually Bayern's going to be back in the top. We know that. But to be able to take over a Liverpool in the position they're in, where they're not struggling, where it doesn't need completely rebuilt, it needs a couple of bits added. Perfect for him.
Meanwhile, Frank, you take a look at how this affects the players at Bayer Leverkusen. Does it at all, given all the speculation about their coach's future?
It's a problem. It's a problem, and it's why I was thinking while Stevie was talking, what will be my decision if I was Xabi Alonso? Because I mean, wouldn't it be tempting for Xabi Alonso to confirm what he's right now doing with the players and this club? I mean, if you can confirm in the Champions League the absolute fantastic game that you're giving to every weekend, to the fans, and the performances that you're having and the results that you're having, why don't you want to try, if you have the same squad, to confirm that? That would be very interesting. Now, it's true, if the players see that the coach is leaving, I think they will have maybe, or they would be tempted to go as well, because they don't know what's going to expect next season. Everybody's really on the edge right now, and to know, and I'm sure the board, the Leverkusen board, they must wondering as well what's going to happen next season, because they're going to be in the Champions League, but with which team and which coach? That's the real problem. I would be Xabi Alonso. Yes, it's nice to go back to Liverpool, to get a club with a sparkle, with the history. I mean, it's beautiful. But if you lose some players at Liverpool like Salah and Van Dijk, will it be another team? Will it be another atmosphere in the dressing room? That you don't know. I will secure something with Leverkusen again to confirm and have a beautiful season in the Champions League and maybe confirm with another Bundesliga title and try to keep all my players to make sure that I can have the success that I had the season before.